back to the channel. Everybody, listen, guys, I'm about to go on a test drive. I don't want to film while I'm driving, so let me chit chat with y'all real quick. Now, a couple things, man. This the car this the van I put the engine in. You know, the one that was submerged in water and possibly hydrolock, seized up. It was seized up. It was not turned. Okay, so what I'm finna do, or what I'm about to do, is go on a test drive. First and foremost, I will steam clean the engine, guys. It's nothing like doing excellent engine or transmission repair, something major like that, and what you repair looks extremely dirty. Now, this was a used engine. It came dirty. So after I got it installed, got everything filled up and everything properly corrected, it is time for me to, I want it to look good. I want it to look like a new engine. I want it to look decent. You never know, man. Some customers pop their hood and see what they got. I don't even know if this customer aware that they got a used engine. It really doesn't matter, okay? I just want it to look, I have an image, man. Guys, always maintain a high image, or, you know, maintain your image. Nothing like a good engine. Like I say, it's nothing worse than doing a perfectly good engine overhaul and you give the car back to the customer with a dirty engine. All right, so I'm about to go on a test drive. I'm gonna steam clean it. Like I say, steam clean it real good. I'm not gonna try to film me into that. After I steam clean it, I'm gonna go drive it. So the fan, while the fan running, I'm gonna verify that the fan come on, that it's not overheating, it's been properly bled, and at the same time, the fan will be blowing off the water that I just sprayed the engine and degrease on. So by the time I get back, everything should look new. So y'all, let me go to an ad break. When I get back off this test drive, we gonna talk some more. All right, I will be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. I went on a test drive. I guess that was a good, I didn't pay no attention to the before. A good, maybe, it could have been 10 miles. I don't know. But let's take a look. Nothing like a good purling engine. I was a little skeptical at first, but I got the engine filled up and running the way it's supposed to. Got those pulleys replaced, those loud sounding pulleys that we was talking about. Okay, yes, that's it, baby. Nice, good, clean engine. Still some water on here, so the fan you know, the fan pulls in air, so it's gonna try to dry all this off real quickly. Okay, went in with the proper kind of oil, proper grade of oil, topped off the transmission. Remember, you're gonna lose some transmission fluid. Probably when you pull the axle out, you're gonna lose a good quart, and depending on how much was in it at first, you don't know. Okay, so just properly fill up the transmission. You know, you check the transmission fluid while it's running. As you can hear, no noise at all. Let me turn this mic around where y'all can hear the engine. All right, so that little ticking scare that I heard and thought could give me a problem is obviously gone. Maybe the engine was dry, the valve train was dry, and it had to work. The oil had to circulate. Okay, now there's a couple things I want to go over with you guys. Okay, after you do this, I'm going to my laptop. We're gonna check some things electronically. Okay, I'm gonna verify. Well, you can't see the computers down there. I'm gonna verify that the computer's up to date. I want this thing to run excellent, guy. I want it to run perfect. Okay, it's new, not new, but it's a different engine. It's another engine, so I want it to look a certain way. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna go to the computer and we'll go over a few things with you, man. As you know, this 3.6 have cam phasers. Okay, did y'all know? Let me say this right quick. Did y'all know? This is why the dealership mechanic or the dealership scan tools has an advantage. And I could be wrong. Anybody with aftermarket scan tools can contest to this. Let me know. I could be wrong. But there's a feature in our scan tool that will allow us to so-called clean the cam phasers. Okay, we're gonna go over there in a second. But it's just pretty cool to be able to do certain things that you may not normally be able to do with other scan tools. Okay, now keep in mind, this engine has been now married to this car, so what I'm gonna have to do is relearn cam and crank. crank down there, and we got 2 cam sensors on each head. So I'm gonna relearn cam and crank. I'm gonna reset adaptive memories. I want this new setup to learn the driver. I'm gonna relearn ETC, electronic throttle control. All this is stuff I can do with my scan tool and stuff you should do or get done after you do huge jobs such as this. All right. Yes, you can electronically clean cam phasers. I haven't dug deep into that. I'm gonna have to ask some instructors what exactly is it doing, because you know a cam phaser is a mechanical device, springs and things like that. How are you able to clean those electronically with the computer? All right, I like to know these things. I don't want to just do this stuff. Now I see there's an option for cleaning the phaser, but I want to know what's going on, what's being done. How is that possible? You don't just tell me to do something, don't tell me what's being done. Okay, so what we're gonna do, man, I am gonna go to a quick ad break. Another one. I know, I'm sorry guys, I gotta do this. It helps the channel, it helps me keep bringing videos, helps financially so I can buy more equipment, things like that. You understand? Welcome to YouTube, baby. All right, so let me go to the ad break. When I get back, we're going to the laptop and we're gonna go over some more things electronically that you should do after major repairs, such as replacing engine, even replacing cylinder heads. I even do it after valve train work. I do it anytime I disrupt cam or crank. I relearn that and I'll clean the phasers anyway. All right, so I'll be right back. Y'all stay tuned. All right, guys, welcome back. Thanks for staying with me, guys. I have this car pulled up on my laptop. Now, what we want to do, y'all saw that lightning bolt, so it's absolutely a flash update on this car. But what I want to go over with y'all, some of the important things you should do after a major repair, such as engine replacement, transmission replacement, things like that. Take a look at this one. You definitely should do that one. Cam and crank relearn. The computer will sync both of these together and relearn everything that you interrupted. Basically, when the engine go out, everything is lost. Okay, so I'm going to do that one. Here's another one. You should do that one when you're dealing with transmission. Now here's the one I want to discuss: exhaust phaser 1 cleaning. Now this is a 3.6 engine. Okay, so there's 2 phasers per cylinder head. You got an exhaust and an intake. Here are the 4 cleaning phasers. You should definitely do these after engine repair. Okay, learn ETC. That is a complete whole not new, but that's another throttle body. Okay, so you want to learn the throttle body to this car. These are things you should do after you do a major repair, such as an engine replacement. And here's last but not least, reset the memory. What that does is let me see if I can show you. Okay, it might not show you because the engine is running. All right, so yes, that will reset everything. So what I would do first, if y'all have this access, or y'all know anybody with access with such a scan tool, or if your scan tool do this, I would definitely first flash update the computer, because that will reset everything back to normal. But you really want to learn, you want to speed up the learning process and then go through with all your miscellaneous functions, such as what I just mentioned. Okay, let's do one exhaust phaser 1 cleaning. See what it actually do. Okay, see what it says here. This function should be used to help clean dirt and debris from the oil control valve. Y'all know what the oil control valve is. That is essentially the cam phaser bolt, basically, in so many words. It pulls double duty as an oil control valve. Let's go ahead and clean this one, because I'm going to do everything over anyway. Let's go ahead and clean this one so y'all can see exactly what it's doing. Exhaust cam phaser 1 routine in progress. So technically speaking, it is cleaning it right now. All right, so I physically don't know what it's doing, but according to this, it says exhaust phaser 1 cleaning complete. Now I'm gonna do that on all of them. All right, but I just want y'all to see some things you should get done, like I said, when you do major repairs such as engine replacement. All right, so I'm not gonna film everything, but the first thing I'm gonna do is like I say, flash the computer and then do all my adjustments. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna pretty much wrap this video up. So I think this ended up being a 5-part series or 4-part video series. It started off as the engine seized up, locked up, things like that. So I'm gonna wrap this video up, man. Guys, I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate all the interaction. I appreciate all the questions. I'm a firm believer in there's no such thing as a dumb question. If I see your question, I'm going to answer it. A lot of guys get upset because I don't answer their question. I highly think that's because I didn't see it. I value input and I value interaction, and I will discuss things with you when or if I see it. Now, a lot of times, I went to my spam folder, and a lot of that stuff ended up in the spam folder. So I missed out on a lot of good subject starters questions. Okay, stuff I could have started a subject on, you know. So I don't know what triggers when your comment make it to a spam folder, but if you don't see an answer from me, just try answering it again, asking it again in a different way. Maybe it won't head to the spam folder, because I didn't know I should be checking my spam folder, but I do now. Okay, so that's just a tip. All right, so I'm gonna wrap this video up, man. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.